All right, everybody, welcome back to the Brick Stop. Welcome back to Brick Monarch. Tonight we're jumping back into a Let's Talk About Lego. We're going full on, full force, getting back to it. I'm really excited for this tonight. It's been a while. We took a break for the holidays here in the United States, and yeah, we're jumping back on. We're gonna have a super exciting discussion tonight. Let me just get. How's everybody doing? Welcome. Hello.
Hey, man.
How you doing, man?
Good.
Awesome. Got people jumping on, and it's time to talk. What third pirate episode?
Yeah.
Series? Yeah. Hey, Brad. Good to
Third
see
pirate
you, man.
episode. 93, 94.
Yeah. So we're
good
gonna
set. Pretty good sets
jump.
in this
Yeah.
lineup.
Sorry. Go ahead. What was that last thing?
Pretty good sets in this lineup.
Dude, they took it to the next level. Pirates really jumped up in this series. Not just the pirate side.
Yeah.
But they drew. Go ahead.
Huge. Just huge improvement overall.
Yeah. The whole addition to a brand new faction, which we'll get into as well. So I mean, that's always massive. Any theme that introduces a new faction that year it's fire. So it's always fun to see that happen.
Yeah, I don't want to like delay any Lego conversation, but I've got this custom Yeti, like engraved Yeti, and it holds the 12-ounce Red Bull.
Perfect.
And when I drop it in, it sounds like I'm loading a missile. I want to see if you can hear it.
Dude, it sounds like an artillery, like an artillery shell.
Yes.
Mortar. What is it? Fire in the hole. Mortar.
Yeah, fire in the hole. I love it.
Modified Bricks. Yes, I follow their content. Fantastic to see you. Hello from Canada. Welcome, my friend. We got Brad in the house. Hello, Castle Friends. Hello, my friend. Good to see you. Yep. Brad says we took it to the next level. You took it to the next level. We did. I mean, I've been doing that since I got on Instagram, trying to take stuff to the next level. So, the Kind Crusader. Hey, good to see you. Welcome, my friend. Good to be back. Hope you guys had a good 4th of July. Did the things. How you doing, Monarch? Did you have a good holiday time?
Dude, our 4th of July started Friday and ended Monday.
Perfect. That's what I like to hear.
You know what I mean? Like, it was like nonstop.
Nice. That's awesome. I still haven't seen better fireworks than when I was in Texas for 4th of July, because they go all the way. But like
everything's bigger in Texas, bro.
Yeah, but it was good
sometimes.
Yeah.
I know. I've been there.
Yep. Cool, man. Well, good. It's good to be back though. Get back on the Lego grind. So it's good to see everybody tonight.
Yeah, and also we are doing the 3rd video of Pirate. We still have a few more to go after.
Yep.
But I would also like, by the end of tonight's video, I would like everybody to chime in and give us maybe a little small list of things that somebody might want to hear about. Somebody chimed in and said divers, and I was like, yes, let's do that.
Yeah. So if you guys have suggestions, drop them in the chat for the next live stream. I think, are we skipping next week, or is that the week?
No, we have to skip next week. I'll be in Florida.
So we'll be skipping next week, but we'll jump on the week after that. So yeah. Also, anybody can always drop us a message and say like, hey man, you should talk about this, and we'll get with each other and make it happen. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. The Kind Crusader, I only have the Caribbean Clipper from this line, but that is an amazing ship. It absolutely is. I think we covered Caribbean Clipper last Pirate Talk, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that was really nice. Love that ship so much. Orange Bricks. Hey guys, says Orange Bricks. Welcome on, my friend. Jeffrey's Lego Room says, hey boys. Howdy. You want to get into it? Talk about the year was 1993. And we'll jump over to 94 as well, because that's when the real stuff starts to go crazy. Well, actually, though, we got good stuff in both years, so I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, there really is. There's good stuff on both. both years. So we're gonna try to go through the sets quickly so that we can get to 1994 because there's like I want to say there's like 13 sets in 1994.
Yeah, there's a nice handful of. I think there's even a couple Imperial sets, a nice little handful of pirate sets, and then that's when they introduced the Islanders, which is a massive new faction that just blew up. So
huge,
yeah, huge stuff. Yep.
All right,
So yeah,
well,
let's jump onto the set list. Let's look through a couple of the sets. Let's scurry on to the final one in that list because that's one of my favorite pirate ships of all time, pirate sets of all time, and we can talk about that a little bit, and then we can jump into 94.
Okay, set 1970, Pirates Gun Cart.
Pirates Gun Cart. I hope I can find a little image of that, and if I can, we can keep moving on. But if I find it, I'll bring it up on the screen because that is actually a really nice little set.
It is very nice.
It's a nice set, and it's an interesting set, and it's different than the other things they were doing. So
too many figs.
Kind of reminds me of like a pirate Gatling gun.
Yeah, it does.
Which is sort of not historical, but still fun to see.
I mean, you weren't there, right?
That's true.
And Blackbeard did a lot of crazy shit.
Well, and to be fair, I've looked at some weapons books and things from back in the day, and I've seen some wild stuff. So it could have been something they were doing. Who knows? But yeah, so that one's a good set. Comes with 2 minifigs, you say?
Yeah, 2 minifigs, a little gun cart, which is basically just three of the stacked rifle, the big musket rifle.
Yeah, it's very similar to the Bandit's wheel gun from Wild West. Or
very similar.
Or those tri-guns they would put on top of the stagecoach and the Bandit's fort, the hideout. Because they had those like the three rifles like stacked on that multiple headlight brick, whatever you call that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's similar to that. I don't have a picture of the little wheel gun, so that's a bummer, but that's okay. Let's move on to the next one.
6237 Pirates Plunder.
Yeah, I do have that one here.
Another $3 set with 2 minifigs.
Is this one? No,
right there next to it.
This one.
Yeah.
I like the little ones that come with one of each faction.
Yeah,
because those are great little builder packs. You can add to those.
This was a great little set to if you had the money when this came out, you could buy 100 of these.
Yeah.
And have just a whole shitload of the gold coins.
Well, yeah, I was just gonna say. I thought you were gonna say the figures, but yeah, the gold coins, man, those are what everybody loves.
This set right here is another one of the small sets that came with 2 of the 4 packs of the gold coins. So it was 2 little clusters of 4.
Right, and it's listed at a nice little $3.25. Orange Brick says, love the 3 rifles. Yeah, honestly, and I really like to see that mirrored in this faction. It's a staple of LEGO in this historical themes to do kind of similar things across factions. So yeah, to see it in the Wild West, to see it in the Pirates, I like that little feature. They even did it with the crossbows on the sides almost, with the 2 they would put in the Royal Knight's castle back there. They have them mounted and stuff.
They did the same thing on King's Mountain Fortress.
Yes. Maybe that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, that was first done on the King's Mountain Fortress.
I thought this one had a mounted crossbow similar to that on the back.
It is on the back wall.
It is on the back. Okay.
It's on the back wall.
I thought I was losing my mind for a second. Okay, cool. Yeah, so fun to see that kind of transcend all 3 of those loved historical themes.
Yeah, I mean, Lego across the board. You can use multiple things for different. I've seen a lot of those little. Yeah. Use the parts this
little
way.
Techniques.
Yeah, little tiny things.
Yeah.
But yeah, another great set to get gold, and another set to get gold is the Sea Mates. 6252.
Sea Mates.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the battle pack. This is what before they did battle packs. This was the battle pack, right? Like, it's all these guys right here. Yeah, you get the Captain Redbeard.
And typically they come with 5, but in this case, they give a monkey instead of the 5th minifig.
Right. I wish I could get that focus a little better, but
I gotta say something. I really liked when they took the the tank top pirate and did the black and the red.
Yeah. Well, and he's got a new pirate patch. It's not the wolf pack guy with the black hair anymore. It's red hair. and like stubble and a new patch. So it's
Yeah.
cool to see that guy come in too. Like I love
Dual
that.
color printing on the face.
Yep, it looks really nice. It's a good addition to Lego Pirates. Also, want to say hi to ABC Builds. He joined up. Good to see you. Lego Creator in the house. That's my favorite raised base plate, Royal Knights Castle. It is one of the absolute best raised base plates. It's one of the most unique. It's the only set it comes on. Like, yeah, you could go on with that one. It's a good one. I'm with you there, my friend.
Let's see. The next set on the list is 6266 Cannon Cove.
Cannon Cove. I do have a photo of that one here. Right here. Oop. A nice little addition to some of the Imperial sets. Little outpost.
This reminds me a lot of the Broadside Brig.
Dude.
It's very similar in feel, but it's obviously got a little rock wall and, cannon fire instead of like a little jail. But it's got the same feel. It's like about the same size. It's about the same piece count. But yeah, you always gotta throw in those little medium sets for the guard.
Yeah, I love this little set. It is also
for the English.
Yeah, it's a good set. I also have, it's the only set ever to come with the corner wall printed with brick on white.
That's a good call.
That's the only set. I just looked it up today because I was like, wait a minute. That's a really rare little wall panel.
Yeah, didn't they print the brick on a couple of the yellow ones? The corner yellow ones?
Yeah. And I thought we could talk about that.
And then all the white ones had the brick pattern and then the brick around the window.
Yes. Brick around the window comes I think in 2. It might just come in the trading post though. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah. I know it comes in that. I don't know if it comes on another set, but the only set with a corner wall in white with red brick is this little Cannon Cove set, and it's only one wall per set. So that's a little bit.
That's rare.
That's a rare wall. Yeah. So
good thing I don't want a white corner panel with red brick on it.
Yeah, good thing, because good luck.
They get expensive.
Anybody have those sitting around? Now you know it's a pretty hard piece to find. So.
All right.
That's a fun little fact about that set.
So we're going to talk about the next set, and then Jason, I'm just going to let you ramble on for a few minutes about Mr. Ironhook.
Okay. We're going to get into Ironhook. Yes. Let's talk about it.
All right. 6268, the Renegade Runner.
Yes.
Captained by Ironhook.
Captain Ironhook of the Renegade Runner. Now, originally, and I think you might have been of the same mind as I, originally I kind of thought it was a rendition of our friend Redbeard. Maybe like he was marooned, or he's just beat up, or he's a different series of him.
But it isn't.
Clearly not. There's a lot of evidence that speaks otherwise, including the fact that, well, to start, in the LEGO Racers game, the ship that he's in, the Renegade Runner, is being fired upon by the other ship that came out this year, which we'll talk about after this one, the Skull's Eye Schooner. So they're firing on each other, which begs the question that obviously the captain is not the same captain of that ship because they're split off. So, so Ironhook, we started talking a little bit about the lore earlier because the first set he comes on is actually in 1992. Which is kind of surprising to me because he doesn't really show up until 94.
Yeah, 92 was the first time he appeared.
And why don't you tell us, what the name of that set was? Do you have that pulled up again?
I don't.
Well, I do. I have it in this little booklet, actually. So the first time
261, I think, is the set number.
So the first time Ironhook shows up is this little raft here. And that's called Smugglers. No, not Smugglers. Raft Raiders. So Ironhook shows up with Raft Raiders. The alternative name, I think the European name for that was
Ironhook's Getaway Craft.
Getaway Craft. So he's escaping from somebody or some crew. And my little lore was that possibly he was the brother of Redbeard. He's got a red beard. He looks very similar something happened with them. He marooned him or banished him. And he got onto his own little raft, rolled out, didn't show up for a couple years, came back with his own ship, right? So now he's got his renegade runner, Captain Ironhook. And a fun little fact about Renegade Runner, I'm trying to find a little photo of it somewhere. But on the front of the Renegade Runner is a dragon plume from the Black Knights. It's the only pirate ship that has a dragon plume or any kind of reference to castle, from what I could tell. So it's possible that there is some family bloodlines going back to the castle days that Ironhook is possibly related to the Black Monarch or Black Knights faction at some point. So that's mostly the lore that I kind of dug up on Ironhook. It's pretty cool to kind of dig into some of these little details you can find in just the pictures, really, and the very scarce amount of information you have online. So yeah, that's Captain Ironhook.
Well, when you stare at images of Lego sets for hours on end, you start to pick up on these little details.
So here's his ship. He didn't really gain much more crew from the raft. He got one more guy, but he does have a ship with a cannon now. And then, yeah, you can barely see right there is the little red plume from the Black Knights faction there. So interesting thought. He does show up on 9 Lego sets. So he is quite available. He's around.
He's very bothersome. He's a bothersome pirate. You can't.
Oh, and he also shows up on 2 Islanders sets, sailing in with his little buddies on their little ships and things like that. So they're either messing around trying to get more crew, or he's probably trying to race Redbeard to the treasure, is what you said, which is probably a very valid point as well. So that's it. Yeah. So Renegade Runner comes with Captain Ironhook. There you go, man.
$40.
$40, dude. Can't get that thing for under $200-300 now, man.
I know.
Like,
I know.
It's a cool ship. Yeah.
Then we've got the Skull's Eye schooner.
Dude, Skull's Eye schooner, man. 1993. The coolest, in my opinion, the coolest Lego pirate ship that's ever been made. I think it's the best one. And I know I'm going to get some real pushback. I did when I posted that about a month ago. People were messaging me like, man, are you on crack?
I mean, I would have to agree with you, Jason.
Yeah, it's good. And I used to argue with my buddy because he has a pirate ship too. And so I would always bring up the Skull's Eye schooner as like the ship. And then we'd sit down and break it down and see why this one's better than the other or whatever. So
I think the reason people are like the Barracuda so much more is because it was the first one.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. It's the OG ship. It's the first pirate ship, and it's a very beautiful pirate ship.
It is very good. It's well designed. It's got a lot of parts. It's done very well. And like I said before, I've never even owned the Skull's Eye schooner.
Right.
But I always was looking at the pictures, wanting the damn thing.
Yeah. Let me see. I might have a bigger photo of it. And I have some reasons why I think it's the coolest Lego pirate ship. And I might just rattle those off real quick, not to like steal all the time, but I want to get into the Islanders too, because those are where it's at. I actually don't have a larger picture. It's actually this one. It's the Barracuda. For comparison, I'll pull that one up real quick for you guys to see it. This is the original one. It's a great pirate ship. If I can get the glare off it, there you go. It's nice. It's very nice. It's a really good, solid design. I like the red sails. That's unique. It's cool. It's definitely very classic, old school, original. But when it comes to pirate ships, man, Skull's Eye's the one for me.
Well, I mean, let's talk about a few of the little details on it. I like the white guy with the black head and the pirate hat on the front versus the, the little mermaid type thing that's on the front of the Barracuda.
Yeah.
I also like the color of the green and the red in this.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of set things off.
Yeah.
And then it's got like that. It's almost like the front of the ship has a battlement around the front of it with guns mounted.
Yeah. It's got cool rail guns. That's a cool detail.
Yeah. And then the back, you got one of those like tail whip sails, to give it that extra little go.
Yeah.
I like the way that the dinghy is hanging off the back.
Right.
It comes with the blue lantern piece.
That's a hard one to find now. Yep.
Very. And then also the little mini cannon that is sticking out above the cabin. That is just
Yeah.
like the 1x1 round bricks.
Right. Yep.
It's a
Yeah.
nice touch.
Another little
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
just like an
railgun
extra mini
size.
cannon. It's like
Hmm.
Redbeard's like personal mini. Like, here, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, he's like, it's like the you're scaling up the side, and he just like sees you through the porthole and just boosh.
Blows your head off.
Yeah, yeah, those are all extremely valid points. So what I brought up versus Skull's Eye versus Barracuda, the color and design, like you just said, the green highlights, the red trim, just really beautiful, striking against the black and white sails. It's a very cohesive design. Unique feature on the Skull's Eye schooner is the swiveling broadside. It can present 4 cannons on one side of its ship. Barracuda plus the railgun and the cabin gun. Barracuda's got two stationary cannons and then 2 on the other side. So that's nice to have them, but the swiveling broadside allows you to fire any direction your opponent is at. You can present a full 4 cannons on one side. Yeah. That's amazing. Firepower alone, you're superior by far. It is a little bit bigger of a set. It's got 912 pieces to 909. That's not really a factor for me personally. I just thought I'd bring it up because there's some small sets that just are phenomenal. It doesn't matter what the part count is sometimes. Yeah, you mentioned the 3 masts versus the 2 masts, so it's got that back sail. It gives it a more of a fuller feel, and I like the look of that a lot.
Yeah, it's a nice touch.
Yep. A fun fact is it was called the Black Skull in some places, and the Barracuda was called the Dark Shark. So those are their alternative names, just as a fun thing. Crew of the Skull's Eye is 9 versus 8 on the Barracuda. It looks like the captain is the same, so it's the Redbeard, and then it looks like the female pirate's the same, Anne.
Yeah, I did want to point out on that is on this set you get the one pirate with the black hat.
Yep.
That has like the vest.
I was just gonna. Yep. And that was my final point. Well, not my final point. My final point is one. Yeah, it's the merchant guy from the trading post.
Is it
that alone? It's same dude. Yeah.
Is it
merchant.
okay?
Yeah. It's so the only other set.
He was probably cruising on the little boat back and forth.
Yeah, he might have been recruited at the merchant post, or maybe they took his stuff, and then he's like, well, I guess I'll join you because my ship's gone. But yeah, it's the same guy. It's the only other set he comes on in all of LEGO history. So
that's a rare pirate guy.
Big win for the Skull's Eye there. And then the final for me, since I always bring up the computer games when I can find a time to do that because I played them a little bit as a kid. He appears in the ship, the Black Seas the Skull's Eye schooner appears in the LEGO Racers game. So that always gives me some nostalgia there. So in my estimation, personally, I appreciate the Skull's Eye better than the Barracuda, though I would absolutely love to have both of them, and I think they're both the best pirate ships there are. So
yeah, those two are the best, 100%.
Yeah. And there's a couple comments. Let's get into those, and then we'll move on. Renegade Runner was the only pirate ship I had as a kid. I had the Imperial flagship and Caribbean Clipper for the soldiers, but my pirates were very outgunned. Well, that's rare because usually this was the Imperial guys that were outgunned because the pirates had all the big ships.
Yeah, pirates had way bigger ships.
Yep. Anyone else here? RR Slugger says Brick Monarch is rocking a great haircut.
Always.
I
get a haircut every Saturday morning at 6 a.m.
Dude, I gotta start doing that. My wife would probably appreciate that. I get like crazy bird nest, and then I go get it cut off, and then don't do it for 2-3 months. It's bad. Anyway, not to get into all of that, but someone says very cool. Skull's Eye has the most is the most playable. Yeah, I mean, I think they're both probably comparable. I think they may have added a couple play features to the Skull's Eye. I don't know. I've never owned the Barracuda. Did the cabin sides of the walls open on the Barracuda? Mm-mm. Okay, so on the Skull's Eye, they hinge those. So the the cannon with the, or the side of the ship, the big captain cabin, with that gun sticking out of it. Those are on hinges. You can open the whole side of that ship open and see inside the captain's cabin.
See, in the Black Sea's Barracuda, the back wall dropped down.
Okay.
And you could take the top off.
Right. I do now remember that because I think I've seen one before.
Yeah. It was like I want to say it was like maybe 10x4s, or maybe it was 12x4s, but they were stair stacked up.
Sure.
And you had the little steering wheel, and you just literally could just pick up that whole thing and see down inside.
I remember that now. Yeah. So,
and obviously I've never owned the Skulls Eye schooner, so I'm not sure how the doors are set up. But on the Black Sea's Barracuda, you had the classic wooden, what was it, 6x3 doors, and you had two. There were two sets of them.
I see that. Right. I'm looking at that right now. Yeah.
Like on one on each side of the ship that went into the main cabin, which I always thought was super cool. I was like, holy crap, this thing is so wide that you can put two sets of doors on it.
Yeah. I think if I remember correctly, I haven't built mine in a long time, but I think on the Skulls Eye schooner they did mirror that look. Let me see if I can see here. I can't really see from the photo.
Yeah,
but
it's hard to see from any kind of like photos.
Oh no! It's different. They used two white 1x4 doors with windows. Like the sheriff's office door from the Wild West set. So those are
where they do that.
Black and white. It actually looks really nice against the rest of the ship. And they would have whitewashed.
It does, but I mean, I like the old brown.
I agree. I think the brown looks better. But I could also understand the design choice for, I mean, ships get whitewashed and scrubbed down all the time. So it does make sense, I think, from the time period. But yeah. I think the castle doors, the old school, like hinging door, that's pretty nice. I do like that feature on the Barracuda for sure. I think that's a one-up for the Barracuda on that one. Let's see. Larry Cummings 37 says, I like the Barracuda. Yeah. I absolutely, and this isn't no hate on the Barracuda. This is just preferable. Which one do I like more? Barracuda is a phenomenal ship. There's no doubt about it. And, you're never going to see a remake of the Skulls Eye schooner. We already saw a remake of the Barracuda. So it clearly has the upper hand as far as nostalgia goes. Judah Briscoe says, I always wanted the Skulls Eye schooner. Yeah, man, it was one when I saw it as a kid. I was like, it blew my mind. I was like, that's the coolest ship I've ever seen. Like, let's see. RR Slugger always has something interesting. I would love to have one of those old pirate ships. Time to cash in the Rock Raiders collection and pick one up. Ooh, buddy. Rock Raiders, though, man. If you got that collection, you might want to hold on to that.
Don't do that. Yeah. Don't do that. Get a part-time job and get one.
If you have any modern Lego sets or anything you bought recently, sell that. Yeah. Sell that and buy the old ship. Get a part-time job.
Get a part-time job.
Yeah, get a
Rock Raiders.
Get a second job. Well, we're all going to have to here coming up in August when Lego jacks their prices up 25%. That'll be a fun
I've already
time.
been super choosy.
Same. It's
for
just
a while.
That's what it. Yeah, and I don't want to get into the whole price conversation. We got already a half hour into the conversation here, but yeah, I mean, I that's what I'm hearing pretty much across the board. That's including, local Lego store owners, like non-affiliated with Lego who sell secondhand. Like all of them are saying similar stuff. It's like we're already choosy. It's already expensive. I just looked it up. Lego made $1.5 billion in net profit last year, and now they're raising their prices on their consumers. Like, take that as you will. That's just what I'm seeing. So, and that's net profit. That's like after they paid off everything.
Well, I mean, buying light bluish gray parts for years and then spending, $8,000 on dark bluish gray this year.
Yeah, you basically kept them afloat single-handedly.
Yeah. No, I've got enough parts that I don't.
Oh, sure.
Like when I'm done with my big castle and I'm done with it, like I can tear it down and I can build something just as big or bigger with the parts that I already have. So.
Yeah, or I mean, you still already have a ton of your other collection, like that you can
Oh yeah,
think around with. Like you got all that still. So yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
we always have Bricklink.
Honestly, yeah, I've been pretty open with people when they ask me about prices, quality, all of that with Lego and all the stuff they're pushing recently. I'm just like, dude, the big castle may be my last big purchase from Lego, and then I may be picky choosy going forward. I just don't have that kind of just capital sitting around for me to just spend on plastic. So,
well, I mean, June was very expensive.
yeah, dude, they dropped a ton of stuff, but
Yeah,
for
I
me,
mean, I think I
unless
spent like $800-900 that month.
yeah, yeah, it's bad, and it would be more if it was in August because of their hikes in the prices. So yeah, just a little thought on that. I mean, yeah, we'll see. Unless they drop another castle line, full line, or another pirate line, like fully, I'm probably gonna be tiptoeing around getting much else moving forward directly from Lego. So we'll see.
Well, you've got quite a bit already.
I've got too much already. Yeah, and I've been selling and trading stuff too. So like I don't need what I've got. I have too much already. So I went ham. Like when I was single, like right before I got married, doing my own thing, like I went ham buying all kinds of random stuff. I'll bring up something I have and you're like, why the heck do you have that? And I'm like, I don't know. It looked cool when I walked by. And now I'm like, well, maybe I'll trade it out and get something I really care about. So anyway, all right, moving into 94, right? Off the tail of the Black Sea Barracuda. It's in my head. It's still a classic. Off the tail of the Skull's Eye schooner, we scoot right into 94, and let's go through
94 is a little weird.
Yeah, let's go through the pirate imperial stuff real quick, and then we'll jump into Islanders and kind of finish off on that. Do you think that's a good call?
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, there's not really a whole lot of imperial stuff. There's a few, but they were little group sets.
Yeah, and I don't know that I have pictures for some of that stuff because they were like the little combo value packs and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. So 1713, Shipwrecked Pirate.
Yeah.
Is the same set as 1733, which is also named Shipwrecked Pirate.
Right.
And it's just a little stupid raft with like 12 pieces.
I'm trying to see if I have
major, but it's got that guy on it, the red and black.
Yeah, the striped, red and black stripe.
Which I love.
I don't have a dang picture of that guy.
That's technically two different sets, but it's the same set, just got two different numbers. One was the polybag version, the other one was the box version.
Okay, cool.
And then you got 1729, which was Barnacle Bay Value Pack.
Yeah, Barnacle Bay, that was cool.
Yeah, it has Iron Hook in it. It has one of the classic pirates in it, and then it's got like some Imperial Guards, like
they're having like a little steak.
They're having a 1x1 brown round brick for dinner.
Yeah, that's their rations, bro. Don't you know?
That was before the turkey came out.
That was before, or the steak piece or any of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of great, actually. I think it's funny. It's like the food they would put in the pans. Like in some of them, they would be like the little 1x1 circle.
Yeah,
like
the one
plate.
pip.
Yeah, the little pip. It's kind of fantastic.
And then you got set 1795 Imperial Cannon, which came with like the second in command guy from the Imperial Guard.
Yeah, the lieutenant guy with the tri-corner hat.
Yeah,
the
lieutenant guy. And it's got one of those yellow corner panels with the brick.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that's popping back. The brick print on the yellow corner plate came in 3 sets. One of them being primarily the El Dorado Fortress.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still a pretty rare one, but it comes on more sets than the white one for sure. I'm gonna see if I can find what we're talking about here. And what's after that one?
1871 Pirates Cannon. They were just 1994. They were just firing out all kinds of little crap sets.
Yeah, here's the the little raft guy. See the little raft guy, and then you can't really. I mean, here's the value pack. You can't even see what's in it, but yeah, it's 3 sets. There was the little one there, and then there's the little soldiers eating their steak, and then what was the other one? The little cannon guy or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so in that Barnacle Bay value pack,
Yeah.
that little pirate with the cannon,
Yeah.
is the pirate's cannon 1871. It's the same thing.
Okay. Honestly, though, like
and that
you said,
was sold by itself and in that group and in that value pack.
Right. Which is cool because it's nice to see that they actually didn't just include that as a one-off value pack. You could buy them separately too, so that's kind of fun.
Got some comments here.
Yeah, I think that going back to the comments we were making about the prices and things, Lego Den says same Castle and Galaxy Explorer unless it's an awesome modular. Yeah. And then fully agree. Beasley Brick says fully agree. I'm not picking up any new Lego sets this year. Okay. Yeah, there you go. I noticed a lot of early 90s sets had multiple set numbers. Was that usually just packaging differences?
Yeah, regional it was polybag, value pack, or box by itself.
Yeah. Or did we think that a couple, we're not experts on that particular topic, but was it also possibly regional releases too?
Yeah. No, a lot of them had to do with what country they were released in as well.
Right. And then Mirko88 says, how many sets do you own approximately? Like how many Lego sets do you guys own? Dude, I mean,
probably like 350, 400, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is, yeah, I think I have over 1,000 easily. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've been collecting this whole time.
I didn't Dark Age like you did. So
yeah, you didn't Dark Age like I did.
I got all that like you had, and then whatever we've all been buying for the last 10 years. So yeah. So I think I did. I think I tried to do like a Bricklink because you can do. It's not Bricklink. It's the. I think it's one of the what are you on looking at sets right now? What's that one called? I think Brickset allows you to like mark which ones you own and kind of starts an inventory you can kind of do.
What I did is I went to Brickset and just screenshotted all the sets that I knew I had, and then I put them in my own folder. So like I've got a folder on my computer that is like my Lego sets.
Yeah.
And they're categorized by theme and year.
Yeah, no. I got to like 1,200 or something like that, and I just stopped. Because I don't remember. Because I got repeats of some of these too. Like, so they just stacked up, and I was like, I'm not even.
Yeah,
it's too much right now.
I do have a lot of repeats.
Yeah. So yeah, but not to mention with both of us the insane amounts of bulk, like 100 gallons of bulk, like literally. So.
Yeah, I've got 2 like 60-gallon plastic tubs filled with unsorted bulk parts.
Yeah.
Filled.
Yeah.
Like when you pick it up, the lid pops off. Right.
No, I'm with you, man. Like,
you know?
At this point, I consider just opening a Lego shop. I'm like, what am I doing? But one of these days, I'm going to get a room that can kind of support really what I want to show off and what I want to do. I just don't have the room right now to do all of it. So
I think our project that we're working on will assist in that.
Hopefully, yeah. We got a lot. Still got the secret projects in the works. So let's jump back onto Beasley Brick says, wow, that's awesome. And then Brickset is fully worth your time. It is an easy database to use. Lots of sorting options. Yeah, it is. It is pretty good. I do appreciate it. I got overwhelmed. I think I was like, and then I couldn't remember, and I wasn't there. I didn't have them all laid out. It's like I'm just doing it off memory. So,
all right, let's get into the Islanders because that's where we're at.
Brand new faction roughly based on Pacific Islanders at the time that Pirates was happening back in those days.
Which is odd.
It's different. It's
to begin with because it's not the Caribbean.
Oh, right. Interesting. I didn't even connect that one. Yeah, that's a good point, man.
That's a huge point.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's true. Right.
What are they doing?
because there's some evidence that we thought they were in the Caribbean for a lot of this, right?
Well, you know, a lot of the I think there are some islands out there. You know, like the Bermuda Triangle has some islands, and then there's a couple of other ones.
Right.
But if you go down in South America, there's all kinds of little islands off of the coast of South America, where these type of people would have probably lived.
Sure.
As well.
Either way, I mean, it's a generalization, a representation of like a native life, native group of people living on these islands, tropical islands.
But I mean, with these big faces, especially the big face on the Forbidden Cove, I mean, we're talking about Easter Island, man.
Yeah, that's what it kind of feels. Yeah, it feels like it's definitely inspired by some of that. Yeah, the big statues with the big.
Unless you knew it was there, you are not finding Easter Island just randomly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like it's a little tiny island. Like I don't even know how many hundreds of miles off the coast of Hawaii.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's where King Kong was.
I think, this has definitely got like the Skull Island, King Kong vibes going, definitely.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Hardcore. God painted faces.
Yeah. It's a similar move done a little differently that they did with the Wild West, where they released the Native American sets. Really cool theme. Love that they did that. More of an cultural based stuff, and I like to see that done a little differently, because I noticed in the Wild West they were very specific to keep the Native American sets and all of those things as their own, and they didn't mix the Union soldiers or any of those things. Right? They're just like, these are two separate factions. You do what you want with them.
I do have a question for you, Jason. You know, because you pronounce Magisto.
Yeah.
And I always said Magisto.
Magisto. Yeah, right. Could just be how I read it, and I just may have done it wrong.
Well, I don't know. I'm asking. So, what is your opinion on is it King Kahuka, or is it King Kahuka?
I always called him Kahuka. King Kahuka. Yeah. So it might be. I mean, you're from the South. I'm from the Pacific Northwest. So it could just be our Washington versus.
Well, technically, as a child, it was Midwest.
Okay. Right.
You know, I was in Northern Indiana.
Okay. So, but yeah. Oh, so that's where you grew up, right? So still different locales, though, for sure.
Yeah. So
it could also.
I don't know. I mean, it can go either way. You can call it whatever you want. I was just wanting to know what you called it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it could also just be the way I read it and then just said it in my mind.
Yeah. See, it was always King Kahuka to me.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know if I've heard anyone like say it that's like an authority on the subject. Like I
am an authority, I feel like, and I said it my way and you said it your way. So.
I meant like in a video game, like officially from Lego or something.
Yeah.
Is this? I get where you're coming from, though.
We need to get them on the line and say, is it?
Dude, here's the thing, though. These days, if you call up Lego and ask a question like that, we know more about that than they would now.
I know.
Maybe not like HQ way deep, but like anyone at a customer service thing, if you call them.
Anyone
like, hey.
in Field, Connecticut, we know more.
Yeah, so that's the problem.
And that's who you call if you're in the States and you call Lego. That's who you get.
Here's what you'll get now. What you'll get is somebody on the phone. They're going to be like, well, it's whatever you want it to be. It sounds how you make it. That's what Lego's all about, the creative experience. So make it the way you want, and then they'll hang up.
I want to choke them out and say, no, that's not how it works.
We need to know the pronunciation of this Lego Islanders guy.
Right. Sometimes they list the designer. I mean, you could find the designer. Maybe they would know something.
Yeah, a lot of those guys are still floating around. I don't think they use them at all. I think they just keep them there for like display. But like some of the castle designers and even some of the pirate guys are still over there in Denmark, like floating around the factory. They just don't use them anymore.
They should.
Well, I agree. 100%.
They surprise me sometimes, but sometimes they just put out complete crap.
Yeah. But not to get into the design problems with Lego, I think this is an amazing theme. I really love to see it. I think they should do more stuff like this. They can learn from their generalization of a race, which is what they did here, and it's like kind of cliche, sure. But it's cool to see it. Like, that's so different.
Oh, yeah.
And so...
No, it brought so many colors into the pirate world.
Yeah.
The Islanders.
And new parts, like major new parts.
A lot of new parts, yeah.
Yeah. So it's a cool. It's so cool. Yeah, and yeah, just going back. I mean, like they could really do some phenomenal new world stuff. They could do the Aztecs. They could do all kinds of. We've talked about this before. The El Dorado City, like, or yeah. Anyway, so I would love
City
to
of
see
El Dorado.
that one. Yep.
City of Gold.
I think that they could do it. I think they're too scared now to really venture into those types of things, the cultural things, because they feel like maybe they didn't do it justice when they did it originally. They weren't sensitive enough, whatever it is. And so now they're probably just shying away from that, which is kind of silly in my opinion. They have plenty of experts they can
I mean, but
consult
that doesn't
with.
make any sense, really, though, because, you know, I mean, I'm staring at my minifigs, you know, because I buy minifigs all the time.
Yeah.
I have a conquistador right here, and it's listed conquistador, and the
Sure.
conquistadors are from Spain, and the Spanish invaded the Aztecs
Yeah.
long ago.
Well, and you have the Tiki Warrior, right, that came out. I mean, that was one. They've done some Native American.
There's ways to do a set of themes, you know.
Yeah,
sets
I
for
think
a
there's
theme.
ways
I
that you
mean,
could. Yeah, I think there is a right way, and I think they could nail it.
yeah,
And
they
I
could
think
if they
would
tried.
do it. I think they would do a good job, and I think they could do it without really offending or pissing too many people off if they did it the right way. I think they don't want to touch it. They're like, well, we're just gonna do something else instead and just leave it in the dust. And all of
We'll
us
just
are
do
like,
Harry Potter with green roofs.
remember, you still don't like the green roof.
Yeah, I haven't bought any of the new sets, and I'm not gonna.
All right. Anyway, so enough of that. As far as the Islanders, we won't see Islanders again. We won't see Native Americans again. I'm really quite certain about it. We probably won't see any Wild West ever again. Lego's moving in a different direction now. Hopefully we'll see Castle and Pirate maybe dropping in a little bit. Who knows if we'll even see Colonial, you know, red coats and blue coats anymore. That's all taboo now. So we're talking about 1994, though, back in the day when they didn't care and they made this Islanders theme. And let's talk about what came with this Islanders theme and King Kahuka or Kahaka. How did you say it?
Kahaka?
Kahaka, yeah. Do you want to go down the sets real quick?
Yeah.
Okay,
6226, King Kahaka.
There he is, right there. First one. Just hanging out.
What a crazy mask piece that he's got on his face.
Yeah, this is a small photo of it, but it's right there. He's got a little chair, a cool like decorative chair. I mean, you can see what he looks like here in this poster. That's what he is right there.
Yeah.
And you can kind of see what these guys look like with like you said, the Easter Island type statues and the masks and stuff like that. So, good little set, actually. I mean,
yeah, it's a great little set. I got 2 or 3 of those when I was a kid.
And I noticed a lot of these come with treasure chests, so they must have like raided or looted some of the.
Yeah, this particular set did not come with a treasure chest.
This one did.
No, it didn't.
It's right here.
It's not in the box image.
It's right here.
Well, I'll be saying.
Apparently wasn't in the box or wasn't on the box, but they have it in the photo here. So
secret gold.
But yeah, it's a cool. His throne tilts too, like it opens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like you can set the chest right underneath of it.
Yeah, I think that's like
the space and the tiles underneath.
Yeah, I think you put it under there. Yeah, and he sits on top of it like he's guarding it or whatever. Yeah, it's a cool little set.
6246 crocodile cage.
You know what, man? I knew I was forgetting something. I have that sealed upstairs, and I was going to show it to everybody, but I forgot.
Crocodile cage.
Yeah,
it's a cool set.
It's a fun little set. Let's see. You can't. Again, these are not great images, but it's a little cage that there's a little pirate hiding out there. And he's like stuck in the prisoner as a prisoner of the Islander. He's there in the little cage. And the cage is made of spears, which is really nice. I like that tack. I've done that myself on some of my own designs.
I have too.
I really love that touch.
Yeah, it's nice. Comes with a crocodile as well.
Yep.
Pretty cool. Yeah, it's a great little set. Under $10. These are those under $10 sets.
Yep.
You know, that you can just every time you get your allowance, go to Walmart and get it.
Yep.
You know, it makes it hard to get the bigger ones, but you know, there's always birthday and Christmas, right?
Right.
One that was super impressive is the Islanders catamaran.
Yeah. I like that set quite a bit. Islanders catamaran, and that sail on there, man. It's got a printed cloth sail.
Yeah, I like the zebra striped drum.
Yep, that was another piece I was going to call out. We'll go over some of the new parts they came out with on this, but yeah, that's another fantastic piece. Here we go. This guy. Unfortunately, these were stickers, not prints. But yeah, the drum, you can barely see it right there. This little zebra skin drum, a beautifully printed sail. You got the female Islander, which I think she only comes on this and one other set.
Yeah, the Enchanted Island.
Yeah. And then there's this little crocodile buddy there, which they seem to be buddies with the crocodiles, because there's one scene that he's like riding on a throne on one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of love that. It's goofy, but I like it.
It's good stuff. I remember this set specifically because I on one of the canoes.
Yeah.
I got one of the stickers a little crooked, and I was so pissed.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Forever, because when you're like, you know, a kid that can't even drive,
right?
You know what I'm saying, and you put the sticker on wrong, you know,
it's over.
Over.
Well, and once you try and adjust it or peel it off, it never sticks the same. It always peels up on the edge, like it's yeah.
Something too that I noticed about like the box art for the set, it's showing the pattern on the inside of the canoes as well. And I don't think it was. I think they have it turned. Think they have the canoe turned. Yeah,
they might. Maybe they wanted to show more of the pattern. It kind of looks like it here too, but that's definitely the back of it. But I might have a different image than you do.
No, I'm pretty sure that it wasn't on both sides of the canoe.
No, it wasn't. Well, I mean, it was. Yeah, it wasn't on the inside at all.
That's what I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying. Like for the photo, they've turned the backside canoe around for the photo, so you can see the.
That's funny. It also comes with 2 parrots, which is kind of fun for a smaller set like that.
Yeah, well, and I was always curious about that. I was like, why is there 2 parrots, and why do they both have these little gold things? And then I thought, maybe they're not actually supposed to be parrots. Maybe it's a mimic, like it's like a what do they call those things?
Yeah. Almost like a totem.
Like a totem, yeah.
Yeah, actually, I think like you're right.
Totem on the front of the catamaran.
Yeah, because they're on. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're onto something. Those are probably nicely painted totems they put on there as decoration
because it represents the colors and whatever. I think
I like it.
I always looked at it like that.
I love it. That's totally. I think you're onto something for sure. Yeah. What do we got coming up after the catamaran? Yeah, I love this set, man. I know I have at least one of these sets of the catamaran. I might have another one hiding somewhere, which I'm happy about if I do, because they're really, really cool.
We've got King Kahuka's throne. Official throne.
Yes. I bought this from Germany on accident.
Such a great set, though.
It's loaded. You get the little mini sail ship, the little sailing boat here.
Yeah, there's 5 minifigs in this set.
Yeah.
5
minifigs. You got his portable throne. He can be walked in here on the litter. And I think, is this the one that they also show it on the alligator?
I think so.
Yeah. And then he's got this cave with the cool head. He's got the drums back here. Yeah, man, it's such a cool set. And it's loaded. Like you said, loaded. Does it come with a treasure chest with gold coins too?
Yeah.
I think it's back behind the throne.
Yeah, it is. It sets inside that burp.
Yeah, and I love these little dinghies, like the little, I don't know what you'd call those, the mini sail ships, sailing boats.
Yeah, I always did like those.
They're fun, and I just like that they printed sails for them. Like, that's so cool.
Another really cool set. Obviously, this is the stone face that makes the appearance in the sand in the Barracuda Bay. Yep,
the callback for Barracuda Bay, that's amazing. I'm so happy they did that. That was the
which
coolest thing.
is great, but the Islanders didn't have anything to do with the Black Seas Barracuda. They were
Well,
years apart.
that's true.
Same pirates, I guess.
Same captain, yeah.
Yeah, same captain. So
I mean, they may have. Well, and it seems like the Barracuda has crashed on an island at that point, so we don't know what island it was, and maybe it used to have these guys because they have it buried, right? So it's past whoever wiped them out off of this island. Maybe they're gone and they crashed on it. So it's a cool callback, and you can work the lore.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's a great callback. It was a phenomenal thing. It was one of the first things I noticed when I got the set.
Same. That was the first when the first images dropped, and I'm like, whoop. Yeah, that was the first thing I saw. Hiding in the sand there.
Killer.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same parts too in the callback.
Very close.
Very close.
Yeah.
There was like a few parts that were different.
Well, they don't print or make the horn pieces anymore.
Well, so. Yeah, but I mean, I want to say that there was one other thing that was
I think there were
different from the original build.
Yeah, it could have even been down to like the eyes being the smooth headlight bricks instead of the ones with the lips and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Next set.
Yep.
Forbidden Cove.
Here we go.
Love this set. And there's Iron Hook in there.
Yep. Ironhook doing his dastardly deeds right here, whatever he's up to. A unique head. This is, I think, is maybe the only set that they change it up like this.
Yeah, it's the long one, which looks very, very similar to the Easter Island heads.
Yeah, this set is amazing.
It is.
And I believe this opens.
That opens up. That's one of those old turn the wall, rotate the wall over so you can go inside with the boat.
Yeah, here.
Yeah,
right here.
Back of the box.
Classic, like the skulls on the pirate fortresses.
Yep.
Yeah. There's the back, kind of a back look. It's got a little cave inside there. But yeah, that's how you go through. I feel like this could definitely be the entrance also to maybe their bay. Like you go under that and into their like kingdom. Where
it could be the Forbidden Cove is the entrance to the Enchanted Island.
Yeah, I love that. It works so well. And again, they do that cohesive consistency where you can really see what they were going for, and like you just connect the dots, and it works perfectly with these old themes.
Yeah, it really does.
Wanted to call out the pile of bricks. He says, "Hi, greetings from Chile." So thank you so much, man. Really happy to have you here with us tonight.
I love Chile.
Yeah. Shout out to them, and he says, "Hey," with the peace sign. Yeah.
I put crackers and cheese in mine.
Oh my goodness. You just have to you bring the dad jokes tonight.
Dad jokes.
Yeah, welcome, friend. Glad to have you here on the live tonight with us. And let's get the back. We got of course, the alternate builds. These ones, they're all okay. They're not as strong as some of the other ones. I like this one. This one reminds me of the throne we just looked at.
Yeah, it's
this one's a similar idea, right? An entryway or an archway into something else. So good stuff, though. Take one more look at the front. It's got a beautiful box art. Got the sunset going on in the background.
$30.
Again, you got $30. Yeah, there.
When it released.
Yep. Got the zebra skin drum, and yeah, the real standout is this right here. This is the only set, from what I remember, that they changed up the whole make of this stone head.
Yeah.
Everything else is the same, so that's a pretty
lots of the palmtrons, pirate, Islander shield, canoe, dinghy, gator, 4 minifigs. It's a great set.
Yeah. All of these sets are fantastic.
All right, man.
The big boy, the final, and I do have the box. It's real beat up and it came like this. It was in a box of other random stuff, but I do have the box for this one. And there it is. In all its glory. You get these Dark Forest Fortress base plates printed with new rivers going through it instead of a road, and then new palm leaves and gray rock on it. Very cool. I believe this one might even have a little river printed, like a little stream back here coming down off the rocks. I think
so. I could be wrong, but I think I remember something like that.
I believe so. I remember building it. I didn't get the original. I got it when it was a Lego Legends in 2001. I picked it up.
See, I got the original
Okay.
when it first came out, because it came out. I want to say I got that for my birthday.
I haven't really looked at these. That's pretty great.
Yeah, and this is a set where Kahaka is riding on the gator.
Okay. I like that alternative build. That's got some really cool. It looks like the Pirates versus the Islanders. They got like a whole setup going on with a little pirate fort over here.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. And then more stone heads and things like that. And you said this is the one where he's riding the alligator. Oh yeah, right here in the front. Yeah, he's mounted up. He's got his mount, alligator mount. This comes with a lot of nice minifigs. It's the other set that comes with the female Islander figure.
Yep. And then Iron Hook.
Yep. Iron Hook coming in again with his sketchy little ship. This is a nicer one though, because it's got a secondary bowsprit sail here.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Decked out.
Yeah, there's a prison behind this. You can stuff them right into the statue.
Yeah, and that head swivels, and then that piece, that corner panel is the one that's printed with the jungle.
Oh yeah, you can kind
the
of
jungle leaf print
here a little bit. I don't know if you can see it. There's another one back here. I thought. Let me see.
Yeah, I think there's two of them in the set. I think.
Yeah, well you can see them here, like these ones here. Pretty unique little print there. Is that the only set that comes with it, or did one come in the other one? I think it might be.
I don't think it came in the other big set.
So this may be the only set that comes with that print then.
Right for the Islanders. I want to say it may have come out in something else, like maybe in Johnny Thunder.
I'd have to check. I don't think it did, but I'll go find out. Like
yeah, I'm not 100% on that. So
there's one right here. There is one right here.
Yeah, so okay.
It comes a couple times. I think there might have been a total of 3 in this set.
I actually see that now. I'm looking at the box art.
What's interesting also about this art is the sail of the ship here obscures a really cool little feature, which is like a branch that like folds down, and either there's a chest hiding there or there's a little hideaway that you can escape through over here behind here. And then this bridge, of course, spins, and you could flop down and fall off of it. It's really cool. I like seeing like it's structures, you know, like they live here. It's like a little island home dwelling place. It's really cool. So it's a good set. Did I open it? You can kind of see. Here's like a story.
Good point. I don't know what Judah Briscoe.
Yeah.
He's saying that Iron Hook has the peg leg in the Islanders' Enchanted Island, and before he didn't.
He has one in a couple of the other ones.
Well, the Renegade Raft, he had 2 legs, and in one of them he was wearing the blue legs. He had blue legs on.
Okay, but you say when he comes into the Islanders, he's missing a leg.
Yeah.
Maybe they ate it.
Maybe it got taken by a crocodile.
It's possible. I do find in the set that's the crocodile cage. It's a little suspicious that the Islander is next to it, like heating up a pot of water, like right next to the jail.
Maybe they were having pirate legs.
Just saying. I don't know. There's no real evidence that these guys were cannibals, but
now I'm curious. Yeah, see, so the same year in that weird little battle pack, that weird little combo pack.
Yeah.
The individual set of that Barnacle Bay is Pirate's Treasure, and Iron Hook is right there with blue legs in the hook.
Really? So
yeah, same year. Okay. So he got to the Islanders, and the Islanders said, "We're going to toss you in the water. Croc's going to take your leg."
Yeah. Lady Birch says the Croc got him. Yep, that's more than likely what happened here. Yep. Thanks for pointing that out. That is fantastic. I'm glad. Yeah, because we were talking about.
Yeah, I was pretty sure that at one point he had a peg leg.
Yeah.
And I think at obviously without further information online back then, I just assumed that it was Redbeard.
Right. Yeah, like originally when we talked about Ironhook versus Redbeard,
Yeah.
that was my vibe too. I was like, oh, it's just him being marooned at some point. He's coming back. He's got a smaller ship, whatever. But
Yeah.
no, it's totally different captain.
Yeah, it is. It's totally a different captain.
Yeah. Orange Bricks. Lego just needs to repeat 1998 and 1999. Please. Beasley Brick says the 90s minifigs have such beautiful printing. It's really when Lego became more expensive. Yeah, that is accurate because I've looked at some of the 90s stuff and I was like, oh, there's not a whole lot of parts in this and it's fairly spendy. So, but it's only been going up since then. Let's see. I wanted to check and see if there's any other thoughts on this. Marco88 says that new CMF bird that comes with the Watcher Girl is a great addition to any pirate diorama. Absolutely agree. I got two of them. The toucan. Do you have one of those? Yeah.
No.
Well, they're still current. You should get a toucan.
No, I had one, and I sold it on my store.
Well, get another one. Or buy a couple toucans off Berkeley.
The toucans don't really belong in my castle, man.
No, I guess if you're not gearing pirates right now, gearing stuff towards pirates, and you're just doing castle, toucans don't belong. So
I would rather have these owls than I would.
The owls are nice. They're definitely nice. Beasley Brick says, for a small fee, I can catalog your entire collection. I mean, you're welcome to. It would take you weeks, and you would have to come here. But if you're down, I'll fly you out, and we can make it happen.
I'm not down. You cannot touch my Lego.
No, I'm talking about my Lego.
I know. I was just saying. No.
No, you're not down. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I'm not down. I'm not down with that.
You're more particular.
Very. Well, I mean, that wraps up 93 and 94. All the sets released.
Yeah, great year for Lego Pirates.
Very much. It was also a great year for Lego Castle.
Yes.
I mean, because 93, we had Gisto was out, hanging out, doing his dragon thing.
Yep.
Which is great.
Oh, was that the Dragon Masters year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic year as well.
92 or 93, I think.
Yeah, Islanders, let's talk about this real quick. The most notable new parts. These are the first sets to come with alligators. They show up here first. So that would have been, I wasn't really in the scene when these dropped. I kind of got into it a little afterwards. I can't imagine what that would have been like to see alligators in a Lego set for the first time.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's the classic alligator. It's the one with the top of the dragon head. It's the same piece.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty exciting, you know? I mean, because in the Pirates back then, there was the parrot, the monkey, and the shark.
Yeah.
And then they introduced the crocodile. Because at that point, I mean, you could literally build the entire, hook and pan scenario. Like, you could build it. Like with a Forceman.
You got the gator.
And Captain Hook and the shark and the crocodile and, the whole, I mean, you could do it.
It's all there for you right there. Yeah.
It was all there.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Lost Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So that was huge. The canoe is a big piece as well that came out on multiple sets afterwards. That was released first in these sets. Islanders mask, the big red creepy mask, the horns and plumes that came on a circle just like the dragon and feathers from the castle. That was first shown out here. I think it then later showed up on Wild West for the fort decorations and things. The native hairpiece was new to this. Printed cloth sails, shield prints, zebra skin 2x2 tile. Those were the big noticeable parts and prints that came out. Obviously, all the Islanders had their unique.
You got that
prints.
jungle corner wall panel too.
Yes, which is I'm glad we actually found that. I knew it came there. I just had overlooked that one. Yeah, that's a really cool one. And then of course all the natives or Islanders had their unique. I think it was 3 different prints: the female, the warrior, and the king or the king.
Big Kahuka.
Couple fun facts, and let's wrap it up. King Kahuka was a boss in the Lego Racers game. He was one of the first bosses you had to fight, and he had his own circuit you had to run with all kinds of random Islander stuff in it. The Islanders were considered a neutral faction according to the internet, which is wrong. But they both have pirate and imperial prisoners shown in different instances. Apparently, they were also shown in. They were shown to be pirate allies in a Nintendo DS game called Lego Battles. So they were allied with the pirates, which kind of plays in a little bit to see why Ironhook's hanging out with them so much if you want to bring in video game lore. And then, yeah, we already talked that. My other fun fact was Ironhook, which we kind of covered earlier when we were talking about his boat. So, and all his fun little connections to things. So that's it, man. That's the 93 and 94 Lego Pirates loadout. And Mirko has been kind enough to drop some ideas for our next episode, which will be the week after next. He says Aqua Sharks, UFO, Spirus Explorian. So he's going all the sci-fi. Also, would be nice to hear something about your Lego collections and display ideas. All right, yeah. What do you think, man?
Yeah, I mean, I had the UFO saucer here. I think I took it back into storage recently.
Yeah, I have a couple. I might have a box with 1 or 2 boxes we could show too. So I think I have the full collection of UFO stuff. I just don't have all of it built, but
I got a lot of the parts, but I never put them together.
Yeah, I've got bunches of those random UFO saucer pieces. I'd be down to talk about UFO. I love UFO.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, I mean, I'm down with that.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's do a UFO talk next or week after next. One last final question or comment. We have the Redbeard Runner ship from 1996 also has a guy with Ironhook torso, but he doesn't have the pirate captain's hat. Interesting. So it looks like Ironhook didn't have the greatest luck in the pirate world if he became a crew member on a second
he
ship.
got his ass kicked.
All the time.
All the time.
From 1994 to 96. Just nothing
but...
but...
Still doesn't have a new shirt. He's got one hand, one leg.
Well, it started with 2 legs.
Started with 2.
You got a butt whooping all the way through those years. Poor guy. Well, thanks. What is this, Jude Briscoe? Thanks for those fantastic points. Bringing that added a ton to our conversation. Really appreciate it. We try to dig in as much as we can, but sometimes we miss little things like that. So
yeah, I mean, you can't look at 15 things at once, and it's hard to keep track.
Yeah.
Unless you write it all down.
Well, I try to write some notes down, but yeah, it can get crazy. So thanks for bringing up those topics. That's awesome. Those points. That's really cool to see the progression of Ironhook. I mean, this is what it was. That was the Let's Talk About Lego, the saga of Ironhook is what we just did.
Basically.
So that's probably what I'll name it when I post it later. But yeah, so I'll see you in 2 weeks, everybody. Thanks again so much for joining us. This show's been sponsored by Brick Monarch Shop. Yeah, code BRICKSTOP10 for 10% off your order. Check it out. We sponsor our own stuff by our own shops. Woo! That's how we do it. Yeah, that's Let's Talk About Lego. Pirate edition.
Yeah, good talk, Jason. Let's go ahead and just put UFO on the books for 2 weeks out.
Excited.
And
Orange bricks. Just waving back.
Everybody have a good night.
Yeah, have a good night, guys. Signing off. We'll talk later, Monarch.
All right, see you guys.
Stay easy.